In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to cut and sew this simple A-line dress with a stylish back rope and bell sleeve. If this is something you're interested to learn, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, what I have here is 2.5 yard of Ankara fabric. So I'll just fold it into two. As you can see, I want to cut the front piece. So for the front piece, I will mark my shoulder line and I'll place my tape from there. I'll come down by 8 inch for my armhole depth. I'll use it to make a straight line. Still leaving my tape there, I'll come down by my waistline and I'll also make a straight line with it. I'll come down by my hip line and I'll make a straight line with my tape. Then the next thing is to mark the length of my gown, which is 36 inch plus 1 inch folding allowance, which will give me 37. After marking my line, the next thing I want to do is to mark half of my shoulder measurement plus half inch for stitching allowance, and I will mark the same thing at the armhole line. Then I'll connect the 2 points in a straight line. I'll also come down by half inch for shoulder slope. Then I'll divide what I have left, get the midpoint, and from the midpoint I went in by half inch, and also I marked quarter of my bust measurement there, and I'll go ahead and connect the 3 dots to give me my armhole curve. I also marked 3 inch for my neck width and 3 inch for my neck depth. Then I'll connect a round neckline like so. So after I was done with that, next thing I want to do is to make a slant, a shoulder slant. Then I'll mark quarter of my bust measurement and also 1.5 inch for my seam allowance. And on the waistline, I'll mark quarter of my waist measurement plus 1.5 inch seam allowance. And at the hip line, I'll mark quarter of my hip measurement plus 1.5 inch seam allowance. I'll use my ruler to connect those points. As you can see, the bust I'm working with is 36 and the waist is 35. The hip is 40. I've gone ahead to mark that. Measure what you have at the hip line in total and mark it at the hem line plus 3 inch extra to give you your A-line shape. So because my fabric wasn't enough, I added just 2 inch. It will give you my A-line shape, but just a little. But you can add like 3 inch, 4 inch, depends on what you want and your fabric you get. So I've gone ahead to do that, and I also went ahead to cut it out. As you can see, after cutting out, I will go ahead and cut the back. So for the back, I already folded another fabric into two. Then after placing, I had to leave 1 inch for zip allowance and also extend the waistline to the center back and also extend the shoulder line as well. So the next thing I'm doing now is to cut it out. Okay, I'll use the front piece to cut the back piece. Okay, so I also cut the shoulder line and shoulder slant. So once I'm done with that, next thing I want to do now is to remove zipper boydness. So from that center back at the waistline, I went in by half an inch and I'll go ahead and connect like so. You can see what I'm doing here. You just go ahead and connect it like so to remove your zipper board. So now I will slash the center back, that is zip allowance, into two first. Then I'll go ahead and cut out the half inch just like you see me doing like so. So once I'm done with that, I will come down here at the hem side. Then I went up by 1 inch, make a curve to give me a flare shape. You don't want it to be pointed at that side, so go ahead and add a little curve, then you cut it out. Okay, after doing that, I'll remove the front piece so I work on the back piece. So for the back, I will first of all come down by the waistline, which is 16 inch, and you are going to determine how deep you want the back to be. For me, I marked 10 inch. Okay, that is how deep I want it. Then I'll use the front piece to get the neck width, as you can see, and also extend the I also marked the 1 inch zip allowance. So from the center back to that point, I measured it at 4.25. So I will use the 4.25 to mark a straight line, just like you see me doing. 4.25 includes the zip allowance and also my neck width. So after marking, I decided to give a little curve here, as you can see. You can decide to leave yours like that. For me, I wanted a curve, so That's why I added a little curve. So now I'll go ahead and cut it out. Then I left at least half an inch space on that point so that I can use it to stitch the facing. So you notch your zip allowance. After that, you have it looking like this. So the next thing you want to do now is to place them together like so to cut the facing. So I've already cut the face. I didn't know my camera stopped recording, so I already cut out the facing like so. I will use this now to cut another facing for the other piece, and also cut for the front. So I've gone ahead to cut the facing for the front. As you can see, just place it like so, stitch the neckline with half inch, and also fill the hemline. So I have like 4 pieces of strap here. The length is 14. You can extend yours to 18, and the width is 1.5. That is the strap we'll be using for the back. Okay, so this one here is the sleeve. The wideness of this sleeve is 11 inch, okay, on a fold, and the length is 23 inch, and I'm marking 11 inch for my elbow. And again, I marked 8 inch at the upper part, came down by 3.5 inch. Then I'll connect from that point to the 3.5 inch like so. So this will give me my sleeve curve. Can you see? So after connecting my curve, I will go ahead and extend that line. Remember, it's 11 inch on fold. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut out the excess. After cutting, this is what I have here for the two sleeve. So I've gone ahead to stitch the facing for the front, and I'm notching it. After notching, I'll go ahead and trim it out, leaving about 1/4 inch space there. So after trimming out, guys, this is what I have. Can you see? All right, this is what I have here after it's done. So for the back, I will go ahead and come down by like half an inch from the shoulder. Come down by half inch from your shoulder. Then you place your first strap or rope. Okay, so from that first rope or strap, you come down by again 1.5 inch. Then you place the second one there. After placing, you use your pin to pin it down. You can see how I placed it. I didn't place it straight. You just had to like, place it a little bit slanted, you get. So now that I'm done placing this one, I will now place the facing. Then I'll head over straight to my sewing machine, and I'll stitch with half inch. But before I stitch, I'll ensure I use my pin to pin it very well like so. I'll go ahead and stitch and do the same thing on the other side. So I've gone ahead to do the same thing on the both side, as you can see, on the both piece, as you can see. So once I'm done with that, next thing I want to do is to place them together like so. Get your hip line, go up from the hip line by 2 inch. Then that is where you'll be, stitching your 1 inch zip allowance, and also attaching your zip. You are going to first stitch straight down before you attach your zip. Okay, after that, you will place your front piece right sides facing each other like so. Right now, you are going to stitch your shoulders. Okay, then you use one of the facing to cover it up. Go ahead and stitch with half inch. Repeat the same thing on this other side. Go ahead and stitch your shoulder, join it like so. Use one facing to cover it up and stitch. So I've gone ahead to stitch, guys. Next thing I want to do now is to take my measurement. Is either you mark 1.5 inch on both sides as the seam allowance which you added before, or you go ahead and retake your measurement, whichever one you want. And after the hip line, just come down by 1 inch. Go ahead and stitch it with 1 inch. So I've gone ahead to do that. The next thing I want to do now is to place my sleeve. Remember to notch your center sleeve, then go ahead and place it from the shoulder point, just like so. You can use your pin to hold it in place. I'm here to stitch to both sides of my dress. I just pin it down, okay, because I want to stitch them together like so. So now go ahead and stitch your sleeve with half an inch, and also go ahead and stitch the both sides, okay, and hem your sleeve as well, hem your gown as well, and ensure the seam is open. All right, when you ensure you open up your seam like so, then you go ahead and fold. Do you get? So after folding, guys, and sewing, you can see what I have here. I've stitched, I've joined the sleeve, have hemmed the down part, and also stitched the both sides. After ironing the dress, guys, you can see what we have here. This is how it looks on my mannequin. So guys, we have come to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you love this video, kindly hit on the subscribe button, share, like, and comment. Bye.